In the last video, we have seen how to connect to the different data sources. There are three CSV files which we have connected in the query editor, and we have understood that there are three files you can see here, or three queries which are available here. And in this video, we will see how to remove rows. There are different ways to remove some rows, how to keep rows. There are options available about how to keep rows, and then we will see about removing the empty rows or blank rows from the query editor as well. So at the first place, let's get started how to remove some of the rows at the as you can see, there are some issues. As we saw, there is on the first row there is column 1, column 2, column 3, and like this. And but however, this is not the column header. Column header should be like this, which are appearing on the row 2. Now here you can see, if you wanted to remove this, then there are options available. If you select this one, then there is option available in the ribbon here, where remove top rows, remove bottom rows, remove alternate rows, remove duplicates. So basically, remove top rows, if you say, then we can say first rows, we can remove number of rows. How many rows? So the first row, if you say, this is the one way we can remove this, and then this will. So let's try to see the other option. Second option which is available here, remove rows. Just click on this and you will see remove top rows, bottom rows, alternate rows, remove top rows. Let's see, means we will see again, we can say remove rows. Now this is one option available, how to remove rows. Basically, there is another option which is available, remove bottom rows is fine, means we can remove some of the rows from the bottom, same as how we remove from top. However, there is another option, remove alternate rows. If you click on that, then we can remove rows in particular pattern. Basically, first row to remove means which first row we need to remove. Suppose we wanted to start from a second row, and how many rows to remove. Let's say we are removing 3 rows, and how many rows to keep. After that, we wanted to remove keep 5 rows. That means we will start from row 2, we will remove 3 rows, and after that we will keep 5 rows. That means, if you see, we will try to remove this second row, then we will remove these 3 rows, 4, 8, 12. These 3 rows will be removed. Then we will keep 5 rows, 24, 28, 32, 51, and 533. These 5 rows will be there, and after that again we will remove 3 rows. Again we will keep 5 rows. Like this it will happen, and just try to see means how it works. Now you can see, there are 24, starting from 24 to 533, 5 rows kept, then 3 rows has removed. You can go back to the first, you can see the 3 rows has been removed. It started from 24 to 533, then again 3 rows, 36, 40, 31 removed, 44, it again started with to 44. Like this we can do with this removing alternate rows. However, don't want to do, just wanted to show you, so I am going to remove it now. Then second thing is, we don't want to keep this column headers as like this, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. We wanted to make the changes. We wanted to keep this first column as a header, so we have this option as use first row as header. We have the other option as well here, we can choose use first row as header. So let's try to do that. Now you can see the step as promoted headers. Now this is all we can do with this removing rows at the first place. Now we will do this for the other rows as well, like this. We will make it as a use first row as header. For third row as well, use first row as header. Now we have made all the 3 queries. Table has fixed column headers. Now the next thing is about filtering the rows. Suppose we wanted to filter some of the rows. Now you can see here this data looks good because we don't have anything like something which is unwanted. Let's say, means we have everything in the country, and we don't have anything like that. But in the second query, you can see there are some fields as NA, and we don't want to see it. So how to filter this data? Basically, if you try to filter, there are two ways. You can go in the this filter option, and just click on here and type NA. Then you can see that NA is there, and if you just remove this, then this filter will apply, and the data will be filtered out. But the problem is, like, it will just filter it out for others as well. So basically, if you click on OK, then you will not see that Afghanistan country here, which was here, but that has been filtered it out as well. Basically, this is not the right way to filter out NA values. Basically, we will see what how we can do this. So the useful way is, like, you can just search for, you can search for the NA values and click on OK. This is the way we can filter out the rows. This is the proper way we can filter out the correct rows, and there is no issue in the filtering out these rows. Now let's see, means if there is something else. If there is, I don't think there are any rows with the NA values. So this is all about removing rows and then filtering rows. We can keep some rows as well. Like, we can keep top rows, keep bottom rows, and keep range of rows as well. Means if you just wanted to keep first row as fourth and number of rows as 12, let's say, then I will just keep this 12 rows. So this is also a way to do this, keeping rows. This can be done from here and here as well. Keep top rows, keep bottom rows, keep range of, keep duplicates, and keep errors. The next thing is, I wanted to show you is about the blank rows, how to remove the blank rows. Now whenever we see this first table, you can see these are green lines here in under this column. You can see, if you just mouse over it, you can say zero error and zero empty rows, and all these rows is having the same things, which is zero error and zero empty rows. Now you can see there is no red line or something which is having an error. In the second table as well, you can see it is similar, where there is no row, no issues. And the third, you can see there are some rows which are empty. You can see it here. This is something which is showing that there are some 11 empty rows, like 1% data is empty rows. And if you scroll down, you can see there are some empty rows available here. You can see there are some empty rows available here, and we don't want these empty rows. How to remove this? How to remove this? Just click on this, and you will have this option of remove empty here. Just click on this. All the empty rows will be removed. Now you can see there are no red area, where it just shows all green line. So this is the way we can remove it. Let's see, means if there are any other options available here. Just mouse over it, and there is an more option about this here. You can, if you click on these three dots here, then remove empty. So this is also one option which is available here. This is how we can make this empty rows removal. There is one more option which is available here. If you just click on these three dots, you can see we wanted to, if there are any error, then we can remove this error, or keep errors, also keep duplicates. This is also options we can use, and this way we can made our data as a qualitative one. Means it should not be having any errors or any issues with the data. So this is something which is we can do with this tool, and there are various options available, as we have saw in this video, that how to remove the rows, how to keep the rows, how to remove alternate rows, how to keep some rows like this. And then we have seen how to filter out the unwanted or unexpected data like NA, that can be removed. And also we have seen how to remove the blank rows. This is what we have seen in this video. The one more thing, means we wanted to see this, once we have this, if we just save this now, when we try to save this, it will say that there are pending changes in the queries that haven't been applied. Now we, if you want, we can apply that, or else there is an option of as well apply. So we have applied these changes, and now we can see this is applied in our query editor. Now if you just want, if we can save, then this will be saved, and this will be applicable to our main window. We can just close this. You can see this is the data populated here, the three tables which are available here. Then we will see how to use this data next in our visualization. That's it from this video. If you have any questions, please put it in comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and share it with others as well, so that it will be helpful for them as well. Thank you for watching.